What is going on, guys? We are getting back to work on the K24 swapped RX8. We are going to go outside right now, and it is cold and snowing or raining, one or the other, maybe both. I don't know. It's bad out there. We're going to see if it's going to start.
I don't think it will, but
once we get it inside, we're going to do some modifications to the cooling system, fix the issue with it not bleeding correctly, and hopefully it will, not overheat, because we were having a little overheating issue.
I guess they didn't cover.
But yeah. All right, now first thing first, I got the ECU uncovered here, and I have to move one of these Vtec wires. This blue and yellow one right here is going to get moved from socket number 1 over to socket number 5, so it can be a switched output on a positive 12 volt, because currently it is a ground switched output, and that doesn't work for the way I have everything wired. Basically because typically, the way Honda has their ECU set up is it outputs a ground, and then the other side is constantly powered, I think. Or no, the other way around. Honda outputs a power, and it's constantly grounded. I wired it backwards. Or, I wired it correctly, but I didn't realize that I'm not able to use a switched power from over here. So I need to get a switched power from over here. Okay, so something happened. I think, let me throw on a flashlight. I think we're having a leak from the Vtec Solenoid right there. Ooh. Also, that is all really hot, but we're having a leak, very bad leak. We lost a lot of oil, so got to clean this up real quick and then fix the problem. All right, so I got the timing reset, a couple coolant leaks fixed. Now we are going to drive it a little bit and do some tuning. So we're going to go here, tuning, fuel map right there. And then it has an auto tune feature, which is pretty neat. If you can see all those purple, sorry, being colorblind like Corey here.
Thanks, Exxon.
All the purple ones are already tuned, so those are locked in. So basically now we can just go do some pulls and see how it does. I should also, it'll be smart, open up this right there. So I can see the AFR I'm supposed to be, and then the AFR I'm at. Yeah, not doing too bad. Little rich, which is nice, but not gonna be able to do too much filming while I'm doing this, because I gotta drive. So far, so good. Still not overheating. I can smell a little bit of coolant, but that just might be some burning off. Nice. Good stuff. We'll check it in a second. All right, so tuning went really well. Not having any overheating issues, which is nice. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm having some issue with the throwout bearing, which sucks. Because there's a little noise there, and then a clutch in, goes away. Noise comes back, clutch in, noise goes away. So that kind of sucks. Trans needs to come out. But you can see here, this number right here, I don't know if you can see it, but 98.78. That is a volumetric efficiency at 4,200 RPM, which is really good. It means the engine's running really well, taking in a ton of air and then combining that with a ton of fuel. And we also got a couple tuned areas right there, and right there. Couple dots that are fully tuned. I did run it out pretty high. I should adjust these manually. You got to do a lot of manual adjustment to make sure to help it get in the right zone, really. But we're doing good. I was able to rev it all the way out to pretty close to the rev limiter, which I think I have it set around 8, maybe 85. I don't really know. Oh, and don't mind those two lights. They're not too bad, or they're not a problem at all because they're not hooked up. So I might just have to turn those off or pull the bulb out. And same with my TPMS light because aftermarket wheels, airbag, don't have airbags, e-brakes up right now. And then the traction control light has something to do with my steering wheel. I'll figure that out later. I don't really like traction control, it's boring. It's running great, so now I just need to keep tuning it. Gotta do a bunch of driving. She'll be good to go. And another thing I want to announce as I'm sitting in the dark all ominously with my dope-ass red bride seat. I started a Patreon. If you want to help me out funding this build and all the other cool ones that I do and I'm doing, and help me get work done on the Porsche, the old Porsche that you guys want me to, then feel free to sign up, be a patron. You get a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. I'm going to include a lot of extras and all that. Everything's on the Patreon. You'll be able to find the info. And there's a super cheap one. It's $1 a month. And if I can get a bunch of you to sign up for that, then we're doing pretty good. And that would be really helpful. I would be very happy. All right, got a box in from CX Racing. Top quality parts. That's a lie. If you don't know what CX Racing is, it's pretty junk. But they make an intercooler kit for the RX8. We're going to see what it looks like. As far as an intercooler goes, you can't really go wrong with using a cheap one because they all function pretty well enough. Got the bracket. This bolts to the radiator and then to the intercooler, I think. Honestly, that kind of looks really shitty. Another bracket and intercooler. So this comes in through the, this is where the coolant neck is, or not the coolant neck, the coolant reservoir, and then this one is where the factory cold air intake is, and the brackets. So this will help us on the turbo adventure on the K24. So the purpose of this video was to fix the cooling system issues I was having, which I did fix those issues, but now I'm having other ones, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. I ordered a inline like remote thermostat housing, so I'm gonna put that on the lower hose instead of the one that's in the factory location. And I think it'll help bypass, like with the cooling bypass hoses and stuff, I think it'll flow coolant through the engine and keep me up to temperature, and that should help out. But other than that, I also have almost all the parts I need to turbo the KA, or KA, not KA, what? This is not a Nissan. The K series. I will be doing that soon. And also, we just filmed some absolutely
ridiculous shit.
It's fucking crazy!
It's so sick.
Okay,
and
all right, hold up, stop talking for a second. Listen, I can't tell you what it is, but let's just say, every time I look over in that direction, which is where the GT3 is currently at, I don't know how to feel. Like, yeah, I'm just laughing, I'm crying, and I'm just like...
So many emotions.
It's basically just like, what the fuck, to be honest with you. But
there is a sneak peek on our Patreon right now, if you want to check it out. But other than that, I haven't even let Corey put it on his Snapchat story because that's how ridiculous this is. So stay tuned. We're going to be dropping that video sometime soon. I don't know exactly when. We still got to, do some shit with it. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching.